Hello students, welcome to the class. In our last class, we learned about the useful animals. So we saw that there are various animals which are useful to us. We learned about the farm animals. We learned that the animals like cows, buffaloes, goats, they provide us milk. Also the hens and ducks, they give us eggs. We get wool from the sheep. We also learned that the leather products or the leather objects that we use in our daily life is produced from the skin of the animals. So today we are going to see some more uses of animals to human beings. So do you know a silkworm? A silkworm is a very small insect, and this small insect called as silkworm provides us the silk that is used for the silk cloth. So the silk cloth that is manufactured is prepared or is formed from the silk threads or the silk fibers that are obtained from the silkworm. Now I will be showing you the picture of silkworm. This is a silkworm. It feeds on the mulberry leaves for about 42 days and then it forms the cocoon. This is a cocoon. It takes about 3 to 8 days to form this cocoon. This cocoon is formed by the saliva of the silkworms. So you saw how a silkworm looks like. You also saw the picture of a cocoon. So when a silkworm is very small, it is called as a larvae, and these larvae are fed up on the mulberry leaves. The larvae like to eat the mulberry leaves, and these silkworms or these larvae, they are fed on these mulberry leaves for about 42 days, and after the completion of the 42 days, the silkworms, they start forming the cocoon. They form the cocoon with the help of their saliva, and the formation of cocoon takes about 3 to 8 days, and once this cocoon is formed, these cocoons are collected and they undergo various processes to remove the silk threads or silk fibers from the cocoon, and once these processes are complete, the silk thread is ready and then silk cloth is prepared from it. So from a very small or a very minute insect, the silk is formed or silk is produced. Okay, so also there are other animals which help us. Now which are these animals? There are some animals, they help us to make our work easy. So do you know ox? Yes, the ox, they help in the agricultural fields. What do these ox do? These oxes or the oxens, they help to plow the field. They help to prepare the fields so that the new plants that are going to be planted into that fields, they will grow very nice. So what is done? Before planting any plants or before sowing any seeds, the field or the soil is prepared and the ox help to plow the fields. So also the animals like elephants, horse, then camel, donkey, they carry the loads. Yes, many a times you might have seen in some movies or in some serials that the animals like donkeys, horses, they carry loads on their back, isn't it? So also the elephants. What is seen in many movies, you might have seen that the elephants, they carry huge logs of wood from one place to another. So also horses and camels, they carry human beings also on their backs, isn't it? All of you must have visited Rankala Lake. So outside the Rankala garden, you might have seen that there are horses standing in a line and they are ready to take people on their back and give them a ride. So horses and camels, they give rides to human beings. That is, they carry people from one place to the other place. Also elephants, donkeys, horses are also used for carrying the huge luggages or loads. Okay, you might have also seen that there is a chariot near the garden. What is a chariot? Chariot means rath, and a horse is tied to that chariot, and if you give the money, they give you a ride, isn't it? So horses are also tied to the chariots. So the animals, they carry loads for us, and also they carry human beings. They carry human beings from one place to the other place. Okay. Also there are some other insects. Just now we learned about silkworm. It is an insect. So also the other insect, which is bee, honey bee. You might have seen honeybees. Yes. What do the honeybees do? The honeybees, they suck the juice from the flowers. And what do? They collect this juice in the honeycombs. That is the home of the honeybees. And these honeybees, they provide us, or they give us the honey. And this honey is used by human beings as a medicine. Honey is a very good medicine for cold and cough. So also from the honeycomb, we get the bee wax. Okay, and this bee wax is used in various skincare products. So a small insect like honeybee or a silkworm, even they are useful to us. They give us various products which are very useful to us. Okay, so this was about the insects. Now the dung of some animals like horses, cows, camels and goats. What is the dung? Dung means the waste or the feces of some animals like horses, cows, camels and goats. It is used as a manure. And what is a manure? Manure means manure adds the fertility or the quality of the soil. So the feces or dung of these animals is mixed with the soil so that the productivity or fertility of the soil increases, and the plants that grow in such type of soil will grow very fast and they will give good crops, good fruits to us. Also the dung of the cows is used in making flat and round cakes, and these are dried and then they are used as firewood for burning the chulhas. So the dung is useful in two ways. It is used as a manure to increase the fertility and productivity of the soil. Also, after drying of the dung, it is used as firewood to burn the chulhas, and food is prepared on the chulhas. So also, there are some pet animals at our home. Many of you might be having pet animals at your houses, isn't it? So, which are the pet animals? Cats, dogs, rabbits are the pet animals. Also, some people like to keep some birds like parrots, pigeons at their home. Yes. So, what does this cat do? The cat, it kills the rats that are present in the houses. So also, the dogs, they guard our house, isn't it? The dogs, they don't allow any stranger or any thieves to get into our house. If any stranger enters into our house, they start barking loudly and they make us aware that some stranger has got into the house. Also, you might have seen that the police forces, they have some special type of dogs. They look after these dogs because these dogs help them to catch the thieves. So, this was about the uses of the animals. Now, these animals are very useful to us, and that is why we domesticate them. But it is very necessary that we should take care of them. So now I will be telling you how to take care of these animals. So the first and the foremost thing is that these animals are also living beings like human beings. So we should be very kind to them. We should love them. Also, we should provide them with good food, clean water and clean shelter. The places where these animals live should be clean. Also, we should not tease them, or we should not behave in such a way that will trouble them or create problems to them. So also, whenever these animals are sick, suppose the animals, they are not eating food, or they are having any problem to walk, they might get hit by some object and they are not able to walk properly, then it is necessary that we take them to the veterinary doctors. A veterinary doctor is a doctor who is specialized in treating the animals. So whenever these animals have any problems, we should take them to the veterinary doctors. We should love them and make this place a wonderful place for them to live. I hope that all of you do take care of the animals which are kept at your homes. Never try to trouble them or tease them in any way. Okay?